Right now we're standing outside with Mad Dog and Merrill, the Mad Geniuses, and what do we have cooking up today?
Well, I'll tell you what, there's nothing finer in the world than playing horseshoes and outdoor grilling.
That's right. That's
right.
But today, if you just toss these ring kielbasa's directly on the grates of the grill, medium direct heat, you sear them up about 5-6 minutes on both sides.
Aha, they dance.
But today, we did something a little bit different. And we did this before, but you take a nice sharp knife. I'm going to turn the cutting board as I go so I can get a great picture of these. You cut 3/4 of the way through your kielbasa and you spread it apart, and I did this one a little bit earlier. And I took a little bit of stovetop stuffing and chicken broth, and I kind of, all we're simply going to do is I'm going to pack the dickens out of this whole ring kielbasa with the stovetop stuffing. That's going to go on the grill, about an indirect method of cooking, 350 degrees indirect cooking for about 30 minutes. And you're going to have a meal all stuffed into one little box and packed together. That's going to be delicious.
So how much chicken broth do you want to mix with the stuffing?
You
Is
know
there
something?
a good ratio you want to aim for?
This was about 3/4 of the way filled.
Okay.
Or a quarter empty.
Okay.
and it was a full packet of 6-ounce packet of chicken stovetop stuffing.
Okay.
So the mixture is nice and moist. I put it in a dry before, but then it came out dry.
Did it really?
Yes, imagine that.
I wonder how that works.
That's amazing how that works.
And you can add onion, you can add raisins, you can add sauerkraut, you can add currants, you can add anything you want to this gosh darn thing.
Okay. All
Good
right.
stuff.
That's
So
my story.
Got that going on.
That's his stuff.
Off to
Hey,
my
we're doing a
left.
couple things, doing a little pork action going on here. Actually got some parts of some pork loin. I got a whole pork loin on the grill I'll show later at the end. But I could show now. Let me show you now.
All right.
Jeez, I got this baby on here, all right?
Look at that.
All that I had done with on the pork loin is I had used some of our Italian Harvest, sprinkled a little bit of Grandma Hazel seasoning on that. Gonna do that about 18 minutes a pound, approximately, on there. You really want to take that off really about 140, 145 degrees. None of this stuff of 185 degrees.
Okay.
Did the same thing with on this. I did not use the Italian Harvest. I just seasoned this with Grandma Hazel's. Here on the green beans, we're gonna have a little green beans with this. There again, I'm gonna use a little bit of our Italian Harvest. Put that a little bit on top.
A little bit of splash
A little
action.
splash on that. Well, there again, I'm going to use a little bit of Grilling Magic, which is really low in seasoning, in sodium. Stir that up. I'll put these on and cook these, maybe about 15-20 minutes.
Wait, a seasoning that's low in seasoning.
Now, low in seasoning.
We're in
That's
trouble.
a bad season, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bad season.
Good mix right there.
I've had that.
And then you guys are also on the CW, right? You got
9:30 today, switch her over to CW14, and by golly, you can see Mad Dog and Merrill cooking up a storm.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, I can't wait to see how these come out. We're going to be checking.
Stuff it, Phil. Oh, no, that's me. I'm stuffing.
Yeah.